Yeah, they're able to unclick. We're the same thing. I'm joking. Should I? What about my?
You can. It's just the main problem.
Well, it may not close.
Okay. No, you can do.
Wait, what?
Mr. Michael's got it.
Green? Here's a green.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah. Bro, it's like a dog chase. Oh. It's a green light.
okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and line up by the door.
Really?
After the play, friends, maybe take some pictures, and then you come right back here for Sunday school or for sunrise. We're gonna have a snack, and we'll freshen up and get ready to do it again.
Are we
okay?
supposed? Okay.
It's we have a snack.
Okay.
Wait, you didn't eat breakfast?
No. Excited?
Wait, again.
Yeah. Okay. I know. Oh.
I'm supposed to be.
Oh, you look like you're. More makeup.
Good
Yeah, duh.
Am I? Oh, nice to see everybody here today. This is kind of a super special day. If you didn't know when you got here today, we've turned our stage into a library of sorts because the children at 434 are going to get ready to present you the not so terrible parable. They'll be out here in just a few minutes, but wanted to give you a couple of announcements that you may want to jot down. Men Filling Station, that's a men's group, is meeting at 5 o'clock over in Area 51 over across the way. So come out, be a part of that. If you're graduating high school, college, or life, we would love to hear from you. You can see me, give me your profile, where you're graduating from, so that we can get it in the full intersection church bulletin next Sunday. And you want to have that for keepsake to put in your scrapbook for the rest of your life. It's a big deal. Just see me, and I will get you all the details. If you'd like to walk, as they say in the business, in our graduating recognition next Sunday, please see me. I'll give you all the details as well. So that's coming up. Baby bottle campaign. We're collecting coins, bills, checks for the pregnancy center. It has 2 locations here in Central Florida. If you'd like to be a part of that, the baby bottles will be here, and you can pick those up next Sunday. Midweek continues. That's our Wednesday night programming. It has something for all ages. We'd love for you to be a part of that. Something new. It's really called The Buzz. And the buzz is, if you're a young person, married or single, we are going to be beginning a Bible study that starts next week. June the 5th. That's coming up. So jot that down, as well as VBS for our children, June 13th through the 17th. Registration is ongoing now. You can be a part of that. And that kind of says everything we want to say right now. I know that you're not really wanting to hear me, but I would like to turn it over to Leanne, and we'll go from there.
Well, good morning. I'm so glad that you are here. Let me tell you, the kids are excited. They hit the door kind of sleepy-eyed, but they are ready. In case you're new around here, this is a phenomenal thing. Our kids get to lead us in worship today. Doggone it, I cry every time. It's one of my favorite days of the year when we get to hear the sweet, innocent praise of our children being lifted as they lead us. And they are going to teach us some truths about the Good Samaritan, and maybe in a way that you haven't thought about it before. They have worked hard. They've only had about 8 practices, so we have thrown this together quick. They have worked extremely hard. One thing I do need to let you know this morning is I got a phone call while we were running a song this morning, and Piper Colangelo is not feeling well. And doggone, she had a beautiful dress she was going to wear. She is not going to be with us this morning, so taking her place as Miss Grace Mountain Vista is Katie Simmons stepping in. So you'll see her with a book today because she's filling in, and if you would just pray that little Piper would be feeling better, because I know she's disappointed that she's not here. But without further ado, we proudly present A Not So Terrible Parable.
Stormy night, a man lay beaten by the side of the road as 2 travelers passing by. But the third one stopped, had pity on him, bandaged his wounds, and took him to an inn. That's the story of the Good Samaritan. Mercy and love were on display. The life of the wounded man was saved. This story for the ages, as you will see, brings a message of hope for you and me. It's a not so terrible parable, a not so terrible parable.
Welcome to Masterpiece Theater. I'm your host, Alistair McAlister. 2,000 years ago, a rich young lawyer asked Jesus the question, how do I gain eternal life? The answer, love the Lord your God and love your neighbor as yourself. Then the lawyer asked Jesus, who is my neighbor? Instead of answering the question, Jesus tells a fascinating story filled with mystery, danger, surprise, and truth.
Love for your neighbor, we see grace for the one in need, and you better believe from beginning to end, there's more to the story of the Good Samaritan. Mercy and love were on display. The life of the wounded man was saved. This story for the ages, as you will see, brings a message of hope for you and me. It's a not so terrible parable, a not so terrible parable.
the Mountain Vista Inn on a dark and stormy night. Long ago, in 1939, guests were assembling for a quiet dinner to follow. However, the evening will be anything but quiet.
Oh no!
An injured man mysteriously appears on the doorstep. What happened to him? What does it all mean? Who is he? You may be shocked. You may be amazed. You may laugh out loud. You'll soon not forget as Master's Piece Theater presents A Not So Terrible Parable. The man, a real estate investor. His name, Guy Random, a guest of the inn who left earlier that day, planning to use the money he carried to buy some property in the nearby town of Simpleville.
Oh no! Who is it?
Yvette, this is one of our guests, Mr. Random.
The proprietor of the century-old gracious Mountain Vista Inn is Grace S. Mountain Vista, a pillar of all community. She cares for her guests and caters only to creme de la creme of clients.
It's him, all right. He left this morning to look at some property he wanted to buy. He had a lot of money, as I remember.
Nothing gets past Jeeves, the butler. If Miss Mountain Vista is the heart and soul of the inn, Jeeves is the motor that makes it run smoothly.
The last thing I remember was getting on the toll road to Simpleville.
Are you all right?
I'll be okay, I guess, but my money's all gone. All of it!
Oh no! You've been robbed and beaten!
Do you need a doctor?
I'll say I would, but it appears I haven't been treated with bandage.
Oh no! You've been robbed and beaten by a doctor!
If Jeeves is the brain of the Mountain Vista Inn, Yvette, the maid, well, she isn't. But, you know, every mystery cannot be told without a maid and a butler.
No, Yvette. Doctors don't rob and beat people. Robbers do.
Of course. Robbers. I should have guessed by the name.
Clearly, Mr. Random is in no condition to get back to the inn by himself, so someone must have bandaged his wounds and brought him here.
Look, an envelope. This wasn't here when I left. There's writing on it. Please take care of this man. I found him on the toll road to Simpleville. This should cover it for now. If you need more, I'll give it to you.
There's almost $100 in here. Who gave this to you?
Who brought you here?
I had no idea. I remember nothing.
That's terrible!
Oh.
She's a little dramatic.
No other clues?
The only thing I saw is got my watch, but it appears to have been stepped on. That's why they probably didn't take it.
Ricky, Blaine! In the flesh.
Yes, Ricky Blaine, the most famous detective in the world. No case too big, no case too small.
What brings famous private detective here on the night like this, Mr. Blaine?
I've been brought in to solve the case for the Simpleville toll road, and I've come to see your Mr. Random.
But Mr. Random doesn't remember a thing.
We'll see about that. What about your other guests?
I don't think we could be of any service, detective. All of our other guests have been in the house all evening.
All of them?
Well, except for the lawyer, Jenny Barrister, and the door-to-door Bible seller, Brooks Binder. They're checking in later tonight.
Phew, what a terrible storm.
Just about blew my packet off the road.
Well, the gang's all here. Why don't you take a seat? Nobody leaves this room until we find out who done it.
Holy crap. Thanks. Who done it? Then what's the impression? Who hugged the wounded man on the street? Who done it? It was an expression.
surely you don't concern me as a suspect, do you, Detective?
Maybe, maybe not.
You know I never hurt somebody like that.
I believe you, Barrister, but where were you on the night of the crime?
Well, it happened tonight, and I'm right here.
Oh, yeah. Quite one for you, Barrister. But I think there's still more to this mystery. I've got more questions for you.
Who done it? Why the distraction? Who helped the wounded man on the street? Who done it? They left an impression. We're not sure who it could be. Step forward. Now is the time to admit. Answer the question, and the question is, who done it?
You got anything you want to tell me, Binder?
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
What? You afraid I'll throw the book at you?
Not at all. Police are my business. You know I would do such a horrible thing like this to anyone.
I think I believe you, Binder.
Do you think the robbers knew that he had all that money?
Not sure. He may just have been
A random victim.
Just a little more understanding. You'll have to find someone outstanding. Who is the neighbor that came to the rescue? We need the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Step forward. Now is the time to admit. Answer the question, and the question is, who done it?
Well, well, the plot thickens. Who came to the aid of the poor and man? Is the person who saved Guy Random in the room? What about the robbers? Oh my, I can't wait. Well, anyways, let's get back to our story.
It's Samantha Arrington. It's the delivery girl from Pizza Palooza in Simpleville.
Someone ordered a pepperoni, onion, and strawberry jam pizza?
No, not me.
The unusual smell. It's familiar.
That's strange. They don't usually get the address wrong.
Even if it is a mix-up, I'm just glad you're here. We need food. The power just came back on, and I haven't been able to cook.
It's cold.
Oh, well, I had a long drive.
But it's not that far from Simpleville.
It's been a longer trip than usual tonight. Trust me. Well, have a good night.
She seemed in quite a hurry to leave.
And the pizza was cold. Like if she was doing something else, like robbing.
Not now, geez. All right, spill it, Barrister. What happened tonight?
You're the detective, Blaine. You tell me.
Very well. Lucky for me, I brought my flashback set. Bring it in.
The flashback set?
It's a flashback set.
What's a flashback set? It's the latest thing. Everyone is so visual today, you can't just tell a story without show and tell.
How does it work?
I tell a story of what happened, and the flashback artist acts it out so you can understand the facts. All right, Barrister, you were driving up the road and you saw Mr. Random in the road. You thought he fell out of an ambulance or needed a lawyer.
No.
Yes, you thought about helping him, but then you wondered if it was a trap. The crooks might just be over the hill. So you wanted to leave, but you needed to see if it was legal. So you checked in your big book of laws, and that's when you left him in the mud. But you see, Barrister, I'm at your tire tracks.
So?
It's coming back to me. Someone checked on me, then drove away on the other side of the road. Big car, a Packard, just like the one.
Miss Barrister drives? You might not have been one of the robbers, Barrister, but it appears instead of helping the wounded Mr. Random, you hightailed it out of there.
Nice story, detective. Nice story, detective. But the law is based on evidence, and you've got no evidence.
Don't I? Navette, bring out Miss Bannister's big book of laws.
See? Just what I was telling you. Dry as a bone. But if I was using it in the rain, it would be soaked.
Except for the page you looked up, who's my neighbor? And that page is wet.
This is terrible. Is she gonna be Is she gonna be okay? That's like the third time.
Happens a lot. Please go on with tirade.
Thank you. Listen, Copper. I'm not taking the fall for this. I know the law. I didn't lay a finger on this man. Sure, I got to love my neighbor, but this guy is just some palooka. If the law doesn't say I have to, why should I stick my neck out for this guy?
Ah, yes, that's a very good question. Why should we stick out our neck or lay down our life for someone else?
We love because he first loved us. He showed us fully when he sent his son. The greatest gift is ours to share with anyone, anytime, anywhere. Yes, we love because he first loved us. We love because he first loved us. This is how we know what love is. Love is laid down his life for us. Who's ever in need, what can we give? We'll give. We can share the love of Jesus. We love because he first loved us. He showed us fully when he sent his son. The greatest gift is ours to share with anyone, anytime, anywhere. Yes, we love because he first loved us. We love because he first loved us.
This is how we know what love is.
Love is
patient and kind to everyone who's ever in need. What can we give?
We'll give.
All of the hopes and a love that trusts.
We can share the love of Jesus. We love because he first loved us. He showed us fully when he sent his son. The greatest gift is ours to share with anyone, anytime, anywhere. Yes, we love because he first loved us. We love because he first loved us. So we know and rely on the God God has for us. God is love. Whoever lives in God lives in God. And God in them. We love because he first loved us. 1 John 4, 16 and 19. We can share the love of Jesus. We love because he first loved us. He showed us fully when he sent his son. The greatest gift is ours to share with anyone, anytime, anywhere. Yes, we love because he first loved us. We love because he first loved us. We love because he first loved us. We love because he first loved us.
Oh my, this is getting interesting. Well, if Miss Bannister wasn't the robber and she didn't save Guy Random, that leaves only one suspect. Brooks Binder, the door-to-door Bible seller. If someone who makes his living with the Bible wouldn't save a poor injured victim, who would? And if he didn't, why not?
Who could that be on a night like this?
It's Samantha with the pizza in the doorway.
What are you doing here again?
I guess I should be asking you people. Someone ordered a large anchovy and liver pizza.
That's horrible.
You're telling me I don't have time for prank orders.
No, who would order anchovy and liver?
Ew. Not me. guess. Nobody ordered it, but just keep it. Nobody else would want it. Night.
That unusual smell. It's familiar.
Brooks Binder, I have a few questions for you. I'm going to cut to the last chapter.
You're looking for a revelation?
Don't play hardback with me, Binder. I'm looking for answers. Don't you sell books, Brooks?
Bible's plain.
I guess that makes you an expert on what's inside of them.
I know everything there is to know about Bibles. Ours come with an internal guarantee. They're bound only with the finest quality, genuine imitation leather.
Expensive?
Imitation cows aren't cheap.
I get what's on the outside, but what do you know between the covers?
I know everything. Use the finest thin paper, and all the words of Jesus are printed in deluxe and wood of reading.
Okay, then what does it say about helping people in need?
It probably talks about that, but I'm helping people every day. I'm selling Bibles to people in need. And if you're poor, I throw in the reading for free.
Hold it! Another familiar smell. I remember smelling imitation leather. He must be the one who saved me.
Maybe, maybe not. You're an open book to me, Binder. Bring out my flashback set. Hold on. You were driving along. You were driving along and you saw something in the road. You got out of your car and you went towards the man. You didn't recognize him as one of your customers, so you went back to your car. But when you did, your foot got stuck in the mud.
I'm not spying, Miss Blaine. You're writing fiction.
I'm writing nothing. You already wrote chapter and verse. Whoever walked away from random, stuck their foot in the mud, they pulled it out and the bottom of their left shoe came off.
You don't mean...
Yes, whoever... Yes, whoever left Mr. Random in the mud lost his soul.
You saying I know?
Well, if the shoe fits.
Not so fast. Take a look at your left shoe, Binder. Aha! Just as I thought. Your left shoe has no soul.
Hey, I can't be all the time. She's supposed to yell, it's terrible food.
So what about helping loving your neighbor, Binder?
It's not my fault. He was muddy. Can you imagine getting mud all over new Bibles? No one will buy a muddy Bible. Besides, he's not my neighbor. I've never seen him before.
You just don't get it, do you?
What?
It seems that you spend a lot of time with the Bible, but not enough time in the Bible. Or better yet, letting the truth of God's word get from here into here.
In your word I find truth, throughout I find you, your faithful, steady hand. In your word I find love, and I'm overcome by your pursuit of all of us. I'm thankful because your word is a life that's changing me from the inside. My love, my things I believe. Your word is a life, my life.
it would seem that we are in a conundrum. I don't know what that is, but I do know we are in one. I don't know that neither barrister nor binder saved Guy Random, and none of them were involved with the robbers. Everyone else has an alibi. Or do they?
That leaves only one person.
Pizza delivery.
Samantha, wow, look what we have here. Could be Mr. Randall's wallet empty. What do you have to say for yourself, Samantha?
I just found it out on the toll road. The robbers must have thrown it away. I was on my way to bring it back.
What a stroke of evil genius. Delivery features we didn't order to find out who's going to be on the road tonight with money. Really, good job, Detective Wood. You also saw the crime yourself, but if Samantha wasn't with the robbers, who was it that same guy Random?
Robbers? I'm not a robber. The police caught the robbers. They told me when I delivered 3 meat lover pizzas to them an hour ago.
Jeeves, your logic would have been perfect, except I was the one who ordered the pizzas sent to the inn.
You?
Is this terrible?
We don't know yet, Yvette. Just don't go too far for me.
What are you all talking about?
Samantha, do you mind telling me what you did tonight?
I was delivering pizzas all evening.
Yeah, sure.
Anything unusual happen?
You mean out on the toll road? Yeah, I found that man right there who looked like he had been robbed. Don't you remember?
Not really.
Random, Samantha's actually the one who saved you.
I had so many pizzas to deliver, I couldn't stay with him until after my shifts. So I brought him here and left money for medicine. I was coming back later to make sure I had less enough.
Can you believe that? Have you lost your senses, Wayne?
We'll see right now.
What are you doing?
Aha, just as I thought. These aren't regular bandages, these are pizza napkins. Samantha, can I, oh, you want to read what it says on the napkin, Random?
Pizza Palooza's Pizza Parlor, Simpleton.
Samantha, can I take a look at your order book, please? Your tips are listed here for the day. The total is $94.21. Mr. Random, how much money did you count in the envelope in your pocket?
$94.21.
Why'd you almost leave $100, Sam?
Because that's all I had.
So that's why I remember the pizza smell.
Why didn't you tell us?
You didn't ask. I mean, it's nothing special. Anyone would have done the same thing, right? I mean, Jesus rescued me. He had mercy on me. Why wouldn't I help somebody else who needs mercy? Right? Right? Rich in mercy, full of love, you sent your Son to save us. While we all were lost in sin, you gave the greatest gift, the sacrifice we couldn't give. There is mercy we don't deserve, there is grace we could never earn, and hope because of what Jesus has done for us. Let the world hear the good news. Jesus came to our rescue.
A sinless life he came to live, a sacrifice he came to give. Now all who call upon the name of Jesus shall be saved. Our God has made a way. There is mercy we don't deserve. There is grace we could never earn, and hope because
because of what Jesus has done for us. Let the world hear the good news. Jesus came to our rescue.
But because of his great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive in Christ, even when we were dead in our transgressions. It is by grace you have been saved. Ephesians 2:4 and 5.
There is mercy we don't deserve. There is grace we can never earn. And all because of what Jesus has done for us. Let the world hear the good news. We're all undeserving, but Jesus shows mercy. Come hear the good news. Jesus came to our rescue.
So it seems our mystery has been solved. Or has it? Jenny Barrister is an expert in the law, and Brooks Binder knows every word of the Bible, from cover to imitation leather cover in red, white, and black. Then why would they both ignore an injured man and leave him in the mud? What would we do? Should we be surprised that the only one to save him was the lowly pizza delivery girl? And why do I keep asking questions when I already know the answers?
Well, looks like my work here is done. The robbers are in the slammer. Mr. Random is on the mend, and the toll road is safe.
Simply brilliant, Detective Blaine. How did you solve the mystery?
It's the oldest trick in the book. You distract someone with a little thing, and they miss the big picture. But in a way, I think you all solved it yourselves. Right, Miss Barrister?
Yes, it seems like I fell for the old trick. I focused on the letter of the law, but completely missed the most important part. Love God and love your neighbor.
What about you, Binder? Any easier to read this story?
I'm ready to turn the page, Detective. Even though I need to sell one more Bible this month to get a sales bonus, I'm not going to sell it. I think I better keep it. It's about time I get to know what's really between those covers. I think it might change my life.
And I owe you an apology, Samantha. I'm afraid I spent too much energy expecting the woods that could. I failed to even recognize my neighbor. You're right, Yvette. That's terrible.
Well, there is still one more important mystery left to solve.
What's that?
I call it the mystery of what I'll serve for dinner.
Well, I have 5 more pizzas in the car. Not anchovy and liver. Nope, sorry. All I have left are pepperoni.
If my watch still works, I say it's pizza time, but whatever time it is, I'm buying.
Every day we're gonna love, love, Lord our God, with our heart, soul, mind, and strength. Every day we're gonna love our neighbor as we would love ourselves. We will live to love our God, and we'll love to live for His name. Every day, every day, every day. It's the first, it's the greatest, yeah, greatest. It's the number one commandment, here it is. Love the Lord God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind, and with all your strength. The second is this, love your neighbor as yourself. There is no commandment greater than this. Mark 20:31. Every day we're gonna love, love, Lord our God.
Whether or not we realize it, we are all like the man left for the dead in the parable of the Good Samaritan. The Bible said we were dead in our sins. Being good couldn't save us. Religion couldn't save us. But Jesus, the true Good Samaritan, came and rescued us. He was despised and rejected. He was beaten so we could be whole. He was whipped so we could be healed. He paid the price so we could live. Because Jesus had been such a good neighbor to us, we too can be good neighbors to others. You may have wondered what has happened to those people after that faithful night. Jenny Barrister and Brooks Binder realized the emptiness of their attitudes and together formed a nonprofit organization to patrol the highways and help those in need. Sam moved her pizza shop to Mountain Vista Inn, where it was wildly successful. Every day, pizzas were mysteriously delivered to people who didn't order them. Accident, or someone just being a good neighbor. And Guy Random, he went to business selling church groups. He sold them flashback sets. And Ricky Blaine, he's still a detective, but living fairly well on the royalties that Guy Random pays him. And me? All this good news is making me hungry. Well, we hope you've enjoyed a not-so-terrible parable presented by Masters Pizzas. No, it's Masters Pieces Theater.
Jesus, we love because he first loved us. He showed us holy when he sent his son. The greatest gift is ours to share with anyone, anytime, anywhere. Yes, we love because he first loved us. We love because he first loved us. So we know and rely on the love God has for us. God is love. Whoever lives in God lives in God. And God is them. We love because he first loved us. 1 John 4:16 and 19. We can share the love of Jesus. We love because he first loved us. He showed us holy when he sent his son. The greatest gift is ours to share with anyone, anytime, anywhere. Yes, we love because he first loved us. 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 Every day we're gonna love the Lord our God with our heart, soul, mind, and strength. Every day we're gonna love our neighbor as we would love ourselves. We will live to love our God and will love to live for his name. Every day, every day, every day. Show kindness, show mercy, show the world that God is love. We're his hands, we're his feet, and the world needs to know the amazing love God has for all of us. Every day we're gonna love the Lord our God with our heart, soul, mind, and strength. Every day we're gonna love our neighbor as we would love ourselves. We will live to love our God and will love to live for his name. We will live to love our God and will love to live for his name. Every day, every day, every day.
I did not know that pizza was so popular in Jerusalem back in the day, but that's awesome. Who's your neighbor? What a powerful, powerful message, powerful thought. An important story. We're reminded it wasn't a choice. And we would choose. Just like God chose to love us, even when So if you would bow your heads and hearts for just a moment. Let's pray. God, we are thankful that you love us. We're thankful for the love that you have shown us. So we are thankful for the message of love that we have heard from our kids today. We're grateful that you don't give up on us. And in spite of our struggle sometimes to love others, you just don't stop loving us. And because of that, anything and everything I can. And so God, I'm thankful for the message